Hi, I'm Titan Capri with Titan in the Morning. Titan in the Morning is a morning wake up to get your day started. We grab our cups, we put a topic in the cup, and we take a sip of what's in that cup. It's a whole lot of peace, love, real topics, and truths. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday and Thursdays. So grab your cup and remember it's a sip and not a slurp. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I know I'm moving. Hey. Good morning. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know today is Tuesday. Y'all know that I'm here and I'm ready and all this other good stuff. And I want y'all to be ready as well. Come on in. Come talk to me. It's Tuesday. It's Titan in the Morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Well, thank you for tuning in. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, you, and you. Look, y'all. Good morning. So here's the thing. Y'all know it's Tuesday. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we doing it this morning. I'm going to go in and say hi to a couple of people this morning. I've been really trying to be very sociable, if that's the word that we want to use this morning. And we want to make sure that we are in. Y'all tune in, y'all share, like, click, do all of that good stuff. I mean, do what you do. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I got everybody. All right. Hey, good morning over there. Hey, so TikTok, y'all tap the middle of that screen over there. Let me know that you're in. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, as it's called now. Insta, Podbean, all of y'all come on in and make sure that y'all are good this morning. Yes. Make sure that y'all are good this morning. All right. Yeah, come talk to me. Now, y'all know it's been a little while. I came on, I came on, when did I come on? Saturday, I think, and I was doing a little Saturday vibing, which was really cool. But I'm going to put in my pop-up shop and everything into the comments, and then I'm going to make sure that I pin the comment in the pop-up shop. Y'all got me this morning? All right, look. Okay. I see y'all. Y'all got me this morning. You're making me feel good. Yes. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the pop-up shop into the comments, and we're gonna do it like that. That's what we're gonna do. All right, y'all with me this morning? Let me do that real quick. Yes. All right. So this morning, my topic this morning is free yourself. That's it. Y'all go ahead and grab your cups because we're going to free ourselves this morning. Hold on. Let me move this around a little bit because I feel like I'm kind of close. I feel like I'm way up in the camera. And I don't need to be way up in the camera. Am I okay this morning? Do I look like I got some bags under the eyes? Okay, I'm good. All right, y'all. So TikTok, tap the middle of that screen. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Insta. Y'all make sure y'all come on in. Podbean, make sure that y'all are in. I'm putting the pop-up shop into the comments. Y'all go on over and and check it out. And good morning to you. Good morning. Go on over and get you a nice old Titan in the Morning mug. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go on over and get you a nice old Titan in the Morning mug because that's what I want you to do, right? Look, hold on. Let me show it to you. Let me do it the way that I know how, like, right? Let me bring it on around to y'all this morning. Can y'all see it? Okay, look, can you see it? Okay, hold on. There it is. Y'all see it, Titan in the Morning? Go on over to the pop-up shop and get you a little Titan in the Morning mug. Support a brother. Tell a brother what you like, what you're doing, and all of that good stuff. Now, I want you to talk. So I got a couple of new people that are in here lately, right? And so I just want to express to you all what we do at Titan in the Morning. Hey, covered by God's grace. Good morning. She said this chilly morning in Brooklyn, New York. New York? Yes, New York. So let's see here. Ruddo's version. I don't know who that is exactly, but belief in God destroys vital neural pathways for critical thinking, reason, empathy, etc. Good morning. Look, y'all, I'm not here to argue what it is or what it won't be, what it will be, any of that good stuff. I'm just going to say good morning. So here at Titan in the Morning, what we do is that we say good morning. We do a couple of things, right? We say good morning. And this is how we say good morning. Yes. Why? Because I'm happy because I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning, and that's what I'm talking about. So if you come in to Titan in the Morning this morning, what I want you to do is I want you to say good morning. Yes. But I want to see all the O's and the R's and the N's and the G's and all of that good stuff. Why? Because we're happy that we woke up this morning. So, right? So the topic this morning is free yourself. Free yourself. Okay? Free yourself. That's the topic this morning. Let me turn this just a little bit. I'm trying to get myself right in here. Hey, Damien. Hey, Damien. Dancer extraordinaire. Good morning. Okay. Covered by God's grace said, poof, be gone. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad that you all are in this morning. Look, like, follow, share, tell a friend, make sure that we are good. All of that good stuff. Hold on, y'all. I got to get some light up in here. It looks like I don't have enough light. What's going on, right? All right, we good? Okay, let me make sure over here. I'm gonna turn on so I can see myself, right? Look, I got to make sure I can see myself. Okay. So this is what I want you to do this morning. This morning, I want you to tell me what's in your cup and where you're from. This morning, our topic is free yourself, right? The topic is free yourself. But what's in your cup and where you're from? That's what I want to know this morning. That's what I want to know. I want to know what's in your cup and where you're from. What's in your cup and where you're from. So I'm gonna pull up my cup, right? Look, cup in the pop-up shop. You can go over to the pop-up shop and get you one, right? Support a brother. Mr. Neoco, good morning. Good morning. That's what I'm talking about. All them O's and R's and N's and G's. Come on, I love them O's. That's it, y'all. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you're in. Georgia said, love, and it's running low. Look, you know what? It can run low for a little bit, but it's going to come back to you. That's all right. But good morning, Georgia. Come on. From the Midwest. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Look, now y'all know what you got to do when you come in. You got to say good morning. Now, look, if you got to say it, we say good morning, but we say good morning and then spell it out. That's what I want you to do. Spell it out. Who is that? Robert? Hey, Robert, good morning. Say it from Vegas. All right, Vegas. Good morning. Everything's Vegas. Yeah. So, y'all, I got me a good old piping hot cup of coffee this morning, and we're going to talk about it. Free yourself. That's the topic this morning. Free yourself. Y'all get ready. So where you from and what's in your cup? Where you from and what's in your cup? I see Vegas. I see Midwest, NYC. I see Houston. Hey, good morning, 3. Willie said, good morning from downtown, sipping on peppermint tea with honey. Come through. Come through. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Georgia. Good morning. Good morning, Willie. You know what? I'm going to have to check that out. Peppermint tea with honey. That sounds kind of expensive. Kind of expensive. Look. So for those of you who are just now coming in for the first time, what I want you to do is understand that we do a couple of things here at Titan in the Morning, right? We're going to say good morning. Why? Because we woke up this morning and we're happy about that, right? So we're going to say good morning just like that. We're not even going to sugarcoat it. We want to say it out loud and proud. Good morning. That's what we want to do. We want to say it just like that. Y'all got me this morning? Y'all got me this morning? I know. Someone said, okay, I got it. I know that my wall is kind of covered up this morning, right? And so I do apologize for that because I've been doing some things right here lately with my brand, and I had a black screen and all that kind of stuff like that. So, and I know I kind of like, I didn't do the black screen all the way, but at least I did it like right here, right? So anyways, y'all, that's the reason why my screen, my backdrop will come back a little bit later, right? So this morning, For all of you that are new to it, all of you that are just now coming in and seeing it and hearing it and feeling it for the first time, this Titan in the Morning, what I want you to do is understand that we do a couple of things here. First off, we're going to say good morning because we're happy that we woke up this morning. I woke up this morning, so we're going to say good morning. Yeah, just like that. That's what we're going to do. And secondly, we're going to take a sip. We're going to take a sip, and this is how we sip. Ooh, everything is big in Texas, just not in Alaska. Okay. But anyways, look, that's how we sip here in Texas. That's how we sip here in Houston, H-Town. We sip. That's what we sip. And I know some of you are probably saying that's a slurp, but it's a sip. That's a sip for you this morning. Tea to the thousands in attendance, to the millions around the world. It is the Titan Capri Show. All right, well, come through. Come through. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, you with me? Y'all with me? Okay, come on. We're going to sip one more time because I got to get you. Y'all got to understand what the sip is. Y'all understand what the... Okay, hold on. Boom. That's a sip and not a slurp, okay? And then nextly, what we're going to do is we're going to take the topic and then we're going to sprinkle it in the cup and then we're going to take a sip out of that cup. That's what we're going to do. So that's 3 things already that we do here at Titan in the Morning. And plus, we're going to always give you some truth, some love, some happiness, some laughter, but we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it real. That's what we're going to do, straight up. We're going to keep it real. No problem, sir. No problem. No problem. I got it. I got it. All right, let me fix my thing here. I tried to like pull my hair to the front a little bit this morning because I wanted it to be up. But y'all know how it is, right? Okay, y'all good? All right. So let me tell y'all something. Okay, so I had a little interaction yesterday, right? And so yesterday I went to Whataburger yesterday. Okay, I went to Whataburger yesterday. Let me give y'all a little story real quick. So I go to Whataburger, and here lately, for like the last, I don't know if it's been a year or so, or maybe even more than that. Probably this last year. What they'll do is now when you go through the drive-through, they'll ask you, are you using the app, right? And y'all just hold still with me for a moment because I felt some kind of way after this interaction. So just hold steady with me. So they asked me, they always ask you, are you going to use the app, right? So you say, yes, I'm going to use the app, right? And then you go ahead and do what you're going to do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little warm over here. I need to turn this fan on probably. That's probably what I need to do. Hold on. Look, because baby, I got a lot going on over here this morning. Okay. I got this old turtleneck on, which I'm trying to be all cute for y'all this morning. We're going to do it like that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. How about that? That works? Okay, look. So I go over to Whataburger. And so I go through the drive-through, I get to the call box, and they said, hey, are you using the Whataburger app today? And I said, yes. And they said, okay, go ahead with your order, right? So I go ahead with my order, and I order my breakfast sandwich or whatever it is, my breakfast bowl or whatnot, and I pull around. And so I'm waiting in line. There's 2 cars in front of me. And so I'm waiting in line. And then when I get up to the window, right, they said, oh, it's whatever the amount was. So I take my phone, and I had them scan it. And they scan it, and then once they scan it, boop, I go back to my phone, checking my emails because I'm on my way into work and blah, 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 da, 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 da. So the guy is just standing in the window. He's just looking at me, right? I can see him on my peripheral. I can see him on my peripheral, but I don't understand why he's still standing there. So he's looking at me and looking at me and looking at me. And then I turned to him and I said, what's wrong? And he said, oh, are you paying with the app? And I'm like, yes, I'm paying with the app. Why would I just stick my phone out the window, have you scan it, boop, boop, and then put my phone back in here, and then I'm just sitting here going through my emails, and you standing there waiting on me? Why do you, okay, y'all, why do you ask if I'm going to use the app before I even make my order? Because when I get to the window, I'm going to pay for that. And so here's what I'm saying. Now, don't get me wrong. These apps are good and things like that, but this is what kind of gets me, right? You have these apps and you have ways for us to make these transactions faster and things like that. But you're sitting up here saying, what? You are standing here just watching me, and I'm back on my phone and doing what I'm doing and all that kind of stuff, right? All that kind of stuff. And you're going to ask me, are you paying with the app? And y'all, and I know some of y'all are probably going to say, well, Titan, that's probably what they're supposed to do. That's probably what they should do. If you're going to ask me before I make my order, y'all, this is my moment. This is my moment. If you're going to ask me before I make my order, am I using the app? Then you should use the app, right? Because if you scan it to pay for it and you don't have the money, right, it'll tell you that. It'll let you know, and then the person can actually pay how they want to pay. But if I stuck my phone out this window and you went boop, boop, and then I put my phone back in and I go to back checking my emails, that should tell you something. I don't think that I have to tell you that I'm using the app when you ask me, was I using the app before I made my order? That's fine. So now I go through these drive-thrus and they say, oh, you're using the app, whatever app it is. And I'm like, yes, I'm paying with the app. I have to tell them that I'm paying with the app before I get there, because then they're going to sit there and ask me. He's staring at me. I'm not looking at him, but I can see him in my peripheral. And I'm saying, well, what are we doing? What we doing? What are we doing? So y'all, look, let me tell y'all something. You go through these drive-thrus, you're getting your food, you're doing this kind of stuff. It's almost like you have to take another step in order to make the order. What did you get the drive-through? What did you get the app for, right? What did you get the app for? If I got to do another step in order to get to my food, when y'all are trying to make it easier for me to get to my food. Yes. I felt some kind of way, so I wanted to talk about it. Sure did. Mm-hmm. And then he kind of got upset because I looked at him. You know how you do that? You know what I mean? Like, what you doing? And then he was like, oh, well, I didn't know that you were paying for the app. And I was saying in my mind, and in that moment, y'all just asked me, was I using the app? If I'm using the app, okay, y'all, I'm going to let it go. Ooh, I'm going to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Look, because I was too through. And this is not the first time that they've asked me this. And it's not the first time that I've done it with McDonald's, a couple of other people. And I don't even eat with them no more. But I was just like, what do we have the app for if that's what y'all going to do? Ask me this, that, and that. That was my little woosah moment, y'all, this morning. Because yesterday it ran me kind of hot and then especially because he got mad because I told him that I'm paying with the app. And I was like, I stuck my phone out, boop, boop, went back in and checking my emails. Come on. Like, what we doing? Like, what we doing? Like, what are we doing? So anyways, y'all, good morning. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm good. All right. Good morning. Okay, I'm done. Peace. Tighten 2 different windows and 2 different people. Communication don't move from point A to point B. And that part. So, but you know what? But covered by God's grace. But see, this is what's wrong, right? And I think I'm gonna do another episode of customer service, because what happens is it's less than 20 feet from one window to the next. Actually, it's less than 10. Literally, right? From one window to the next. Like, they should have that. And I understand that they may have somebody at the call box and then have somebody at the window, like a conveyor belt, they doing a little process. I get it. But come on, like, and then you're asking if I'm paying for that with the app. And then I put the app out, get it. And then on the actual app, it shows you when you scan the QR code, the money that's available, right? You can see that. Just take it off. Anyways, just take it off. All right, y'all. Good morning. So I'm not going to harp on that. You're right, covered by God's grace, younger generation functionality. But I don't even think it's a younger generation. I think it's just the businesses now. They thought of this idea and they thought this would be a great idea, which it is a great idea. But I don't think they thought through the process from point A to point B, like you stated. I think they thought through the process. This will make it move faster. This will be good. But what are we doing? And it wasn't just this young man. It happened before with another young woman and another. So I was thinking to myself, like, wait a minute. So y'all, yeah. So here's my thing. Don't even ask the question, are you using the app? Because it makes me think that you have to do an extra step or something if I'm using the app. But in actuality, you're not really doing anything because, yeah, that part. That part. All right, covered by God's grace. I believe it alone. I believe it alone because I was like, whoa, wait a minute. All right, y'all. So the topic this morning is free yourself. And I know that y'all are thinking probably free yourself from the ties that bind, free yourself from things that you're going through, free yourself. And so I want to talk about freeing yourself from yourself, right? Y'all wasn't ready for that. Come on, get your cups. Get your cups because I want you to free yourself from yourself. Get your cups. Get your cups. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, because it's a sip and not a slurp. Look, good morning. I want to talk to you this morning about freeing yourself from yourself. The topic this morning is free yourself, right? And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, wait a minute, Titan, where you going? Okay. Hey, Trina. Trina said, big word of the day. Okay, come through. Look, Kwame speaks so fish. Hey, Kwame said, good morning. Hey, good morning. All right. Okay, Trina said, good morning. Good morning, Trina. Good morning. All right, y'all. So y'all know what you do. Y'all go ahead, TikTok, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you're in YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, X, as they call it now, because it's not Twitter anymore. X, y'all go ahead on and tap the middle of that screen. Thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Like, follow, share, do all of that good stuff. Okay. So I want to talk about freeing yourself, right? Free yourself from yourself, right? And in the song that Fantasia says, right, she's talking about somebody else, right? But if you don't want me, then don't talk to me, right? If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Go on to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're going to do. But I want to talk to you about freeing yourself from yourself. What we have done and what has happened in our lives has put chains on us. It has put locks on us. It has locked us down. Clank, clank, right? That's what it has done. And so now we are sitting here fighting a battle, not against others, not against things, not against people and places. We're fighting a battle against ourselves. We are fighting against ourselves. We have locked ourselves in a prison. We have locked ourselves away in the attic. We have locked ourselves down in the basement. We have locked ourselves into a spiritual and mental jail. That's what we have done. I'm going to wait just a moment because I need you to come on and come with me. I need you to come on and come with me. Yes, indeed. That part. Hey, Wendy. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. I ain't seen you in a long time. But hey, welcome back. Good morning. And y'all caught me what I said with that. So I want you to turn to your neighbor, which could be yourself in this moment, and say, neighbor, self, free yourself. Free yourself. I had 3 conversations yesterday, and the locks that were on the doors of life were huge, right? And I'm not telling you that I'm just this and that and I have it all mapped out. No, because I'm a human and I'm working through things and I'm in a process. But you got to look at your life and look at where you are and what you're doing and see if you have locked yourself into a prison. Have you clank down on your life? And I know y'all probably saying right now, Titan, like you blaming the victim. Like you, no. Y'all know what we said here, Titan in the morning. We're going to always have the truth. We're going to always speak it. Okay, Wendy, I've been missing you as well, but I'm glad that you're back. We should talk soon. We should chat. So I don't never want to blame the victim. Heck, I've been a victim and I'm not blaming myself. But what I am saying is that I am in control, right? That I have the resources. I have the power. I'm in a position and I have purpose. Now, not everybody's going to have it just like that, right? And we always talk about the 3 Ps. We always talk about the power, the position, and the purpose, right? But here's the thing. What I want you to understand is that you have to free yourself from yourself. What has been happening is that people, places, this world, community, culture, society has placed all of these things on us. And in the beginning, we fought them. In the beginning, we was fighting, pow, 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 bang, bang, you know, 2-piece and a biscuit. We was fighting. But at some point in our lives, we let go of the fight and we felt that it was better for us just to be comfortable. You with me? I don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but whoever you are right here, this is for you because it's for me as well. What happens is we don't want to free ourselves. We'll rather lock ourselves away. We'll rather clank, clank, clop, 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 and throw it all the way to the back. We'd rather it be swept under the rug, only for us to trip over it again and again and again. That's what we want to have happen. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing because we deal with trauma and issues and problems differently. And sometimes our only protection is to take it away from us right now at this moment and throw it over there. Right? Because y'all know I talk about the breath. I talk about us breathing. And when we take it in, we acknowledge what it is. But when we blow it out, we blow it to the furthest reaches of the universe or to the deepest part of the ocean. Why? So it can't come back around to us real quick. So we got time to deal with it. But what we've done in dealing with it, we have locked it away. We have locked ourselves away with that dealing with it. We took a part of ourselves because we got to deal with it and we locked it away. And we locked it so far away that we thought it would never come back. It would never come back. And then here it is in 2023, popping its ugly head up again. And then you are prepared, right, to lock yourself away again because you're not ready to deal with it. Now, I'm going to say this to you all, and this is just a cosmic energy. This is just the universe. If it keeps popping its ugly head, it may be pretty. Hold on, y'all. It may be pretty because it may come back around and look doggone good, right? But if it keeps coming around and keep causing you pain and anger and hurt and shame, you need to free yourself. Free yourself from it. Free yourself. Let it go on to someone else. It's not yours. Free yourself. Free yourself. Y'all hear me this morning? Y'all got me this morning? Come on, let me see some comments. Y'all got me? Let me see some thumbs up. Let me see some hearts. Let me see. I want to understand if y'all understand what I'm understanding or what I'm saying this morning. Because what we have done is we have locked ourselves away. Clank, clank. We have locked ourselves away from this very thing. But we thought we locked it away, but it's been coming back again and again and again. And then it's showing up in spaces and places where you were not prepared for it to show up. It's showing up in your life. It's showing up in your love. It's showing up in your job. It's showing up in where you stay, where you live. It's showing up who you deal with and how you've been dealing with them. It's showing up. You ever heard the song, I always feel like somebody's watching me and I have no privacy? It's that thing that you've locked yourself away from. And I know that it's going to take therapy. It may take professional help. It may take whatever it is this morning. But what I want you to do this morning is to acknowledge what that is. And if you can't do it this morning, I understand. One step at a time. One moment at a time, we got to do it. But free yourself. Free yourself. So I'm going to talk real quick, right? Because y'all know I can't talk about anything that I don't know nothing about. You with me? Y'all see how I'm winking? Look. So I thought that what I would do is hide from my diagnosis. I thought I would hide. I'm man enough. I'm this enough. I'm that enough. I'm going to do this, and this. Nobody has to know. I'm going to keep it a secret, but I kept stumbling over the secret. I had locked myself away because this was part of my life. And this is the healing part, but this is also the human part that I didn't understand. I was locking it away because I was trying to protect myself, right? And what I didn't understand is that little kid, right, that had trauma, that teenager that had trauma, that young adult that had trauma, that adult that had trauma, and then all the things that I had been trying to lock away, I was trying to protect myself. but I was stacking layers, layers on top of layers, on top of layers, on top of layers, on top of layers. And what I was doing is I was doing myself a disservice because I wasn't freeing myself from the first layer, which was all the way down at the bottom. And I know y'all are probably saying, well, Titan, that's kind of hard for you to do this and that. And I'm not saying that it's not, because I'm human and it was hard. But I didn't understand how my childhood reflected my adulthood. I didn't get it at first. I wasn't making the connection, right? So here I go. I pull out the little bobby pin or the little pin and the file, and here I go in the lock. Click, 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 click. It made a sound, and I was like, "Ooh, I think I got it open." And then here it come, and I'm back in it again. So I take it out again because I'm gonna pick this lock because I got to get this. Ooh, I got to get this off my back. I started picking the lock, and then it clicked, cluck, and the lock sprung open, right? But I couldn't handle it when it sprung open, so the lock clanked back, clank, clank. I tried to free myself. I tried to free myself the way they told me I needed to free myself. But I wasn't freeing myself. I was just going through the motions. I didn't want to deal with none of that trauma. I didn't want to deal with that hurt, that shame, that guilt. I didn't want to deal with none of that. So I locked myself away again and again and again and again and again. Every time something happened to me, every time things went wrong, anytime that something looked like it was about to happen, I clank, clank, I locked myself away. Yeah. And I'm talking to you because I'm talking to myself this morning. I am. This is a hard pill to swallow. I locked myself away because I felt that I was protecting myself. And rightfully so, right? We have ways of protecting ourselves, right? But think about this. Think about what this damage has done to you. Think about it, right? And I'm not saying that you can't lock yourself away. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be good for you to do that. I'm not saying that you can't, because you're human and you're going to do these things. But today's topic is free yourself. Free yourself. There is something that's sitting right here and nagging you to death. It's nagging you and nagging you and nagging you, and you cannot get rid of it. Why? Because you have not acknowledged it. There's something wrong right there. And I don't mean wrong in the nasty way or wrong like, you know, and that you're dirty or wrong, but just wrong in the sense of I cannot acknowledge it, right? For whatever the reason. You have been in this for 4 years, 5 years. You have been in this for 8 months. You have been in this for 10 years. Free yourself. Free yourself. That's the topic this morning. That's what we sprinkled in the cup this morning. Free yourself. And all you got to do is take one step towards freeing yourself. I'm going to let that sit just for a second. Because those individuals that I talked to yesterday was hell-bent on not freeing themselves. They were okay with where they were. And that's all right. It's okay to not be okay. I get it. But if this thing, if this place, if this person, if this job keeps rearing its ugly head and treating you the way that you are not supposed to be treated, then you need to free yourself. You're at a crossroad. Hold on. Let me speak on this. Hold on. Ooh, that's a sip and not a slurp. Yes. You're at a crossroad right now. This thing has came to you again. This thing has jumped in front of you again. It crossed your path again. And when it crossed your path, it causes mayhem and havoc. You need to free yourself. If you are constantly thinking about it, you can't sleep at night and you're wondering why, you need to free yourself, right? If you are constantly asking God, why me, why me, why me? There is a lesson. There is something that needs to be learned, if that's the way we're going to say it, in this process, in this moment. You are missing the mark. So I kept saying, well, don't worry about it, Titan. It's going to work itself out. I'm good. I know that I can do this. I am this and this and this and this. But I wasn't doing the work. I wasn't going through the process. I wasn't making sure that I was good. I felt because of who I was that I was good. You feel me? Remember when we talked about those gifts? We talked about those gifts that God gives us when we're born. We talk about those gifts that manifest themselves later on in your life. We talk about those, and we don't use them the way that we should. We sit them on a shelf and we wait for somebody else to come captain save us before we do it ourselves. You got to free yourself. You cannot sit here and wait for somebody else to come save you from yourself. Now, other people will come into your life and they're going to be there. They're going to help you when they need to help you. They're going to lift you up the way they're supposed to lift you up. But if you are not free in who you are, all of that is not going to work. It may work for the moment. It may be a good feeling for the moment. It may be, ooh, that felt good. Yes, thank you. But 4 moments pass. Free yourself. Free yourself. The same way you can go and you can look at all these other people, I'm included, and you can hear all these nuggets and all of these things. These things are to help you along. I think they are from God. They're from the Spirit. They're from the universe. They are here to help you along. But the ultimate help, the ultimate movement has to come from you. I can preach all day long. You can listen to the pastor, the preachers, the Bible. You can do all of this stuff all day long. But if you don't have it to move forward, you will never free yourself. And that may be a harsh reality to a lot of people. That may be a harsh reality to some, but that's real. You can sit here and you can do all of what you want to do all day long. But if you don't believe it, you cannot conceive it. If you don't understand it, you will never be able to get past it. If you can't acknowledge it, you cannot go forward. Free yourself. Free yourself. That's a hard lesson that I had to learn. And it's not going to be easy to free yourself of years and years and years and years of pain, hurt, trauma, and everything that you have. It's not going to be easy. But what I want to say to you is that all you got to do is take one moment, and love yourself the way you should be loved. One moment and understand yourself. I had to sit down and say, Titan, you know you was wrong for that. No, I wasn't. I was protecting myself. I told them, whatever, knuckle up. But Titan, really? Were you really protecting yourself? Well, Spirit, what you mean? What you mean? Titan, were you really protecting yourself? Or were you protecting a perceived threat? I had to get out of my own way in order for my blessings to truly be my blessings. I had to get out of my own way. Hey, the King. The King said, good morning, Positive King. Good morning. Good morning, Positive King. So I want to say this. And I'm going to say this like the say it like I'm standing up in front of y'all here. Hold on. Hold on. This is a sip and not a slurp. Okay. You are trying to make a move, trying to live your life, and somebody then came into your life and set you back 10 feet. I'm not saying that it's wrong, because you probably need to be set back because there's a lesson to be learned in whatever this setback is. But you have to understand what that lesson is so that setback can become a setup for you to go forward and do what you need to do. You got to free yourself. If you are in this relationship with whoever it is that you're in it with, and you all cannot be, y'all are not good, you don't know, you got to free yourself. If you are waking up and you are aching and you don't know where you're going, your life is a mess, you got to free yourself. And I can't talk about what it is exactly for whoever this is right here, but you know what I'm talking about this morning. The Spirit is telling me that you know what I'm talking about this morning. If you have sat on the bed for 30 minutes wondering whether or not you should go out your day, you should do what you're doing, you need to free yourself. Something has latched on to you. It's locked on to you. Clank, clank, got you locked down. If you are sitting here just worrying, headache after headache, your body aching, you can't sleep at night, can't sleep at night. Come on, you got to free yourself. And you wonder why. Come on. Maybe God is trying to tell you something. You got to free yourself. You got to take off those handcuffs that you put on you. You got to slide that door, that metal frame away from you that you locked. And it may not be easy for you just to do it per se. You may have to get some professional help, therapy, counseling, whatever it may be. Medical help, right? Mental, emotional, spiritual help, whatever, however it goes, you got to be there. You got to be there and understand that you have to free yourself. And yes, people will put things on you. People will place you in a jail only to watch you lock the key yourself. I know I said lock the key, but y'all know what I'm talking about. People will place you in a jail and then give you the key to lock the lock, or give you the combination to lock the lock on yourself. Where you at this morning? Come talk to me. Come talk to me this morning, because y'all mighty quiet this morning. Come talk to me, because what I'm saying is that we have been conditioned. We have been conditioned to clank, to lock down. We have been conditioned not to deal with stuff that's right in front of our face. We have been conditioned to believe that we have to let things slide so that we don't get in any trouble or we don't have anything happen. And then you can't even defend yourself, because then you become the angry black person. Speaking of myself, right? You can't defend yourself. Then you become the angry individual. Then you become the one that's the problem child. You become the one that's having all of the issues and problems and da-da-da-da. You become that. Society will tell you that you cannot voice how you feel because it's combative. We have locked away our true feelings. We've said to ourselves that you cannot defend yourself because you will look like the villain. I want to say something to you all this morning that it was a hard lesson for me to learn. And I had to learn in a hard way. In a hard way, right? In a way that I didn't understand why this was happening to me. So in one of the conversations that I had yesterday, I was talking with someone and they said, well, Titan, but why me? Have you ever just asked yourself why? And I said, I have. I've asked my God. I've asked Spirit. I've asked the universe. I've asked the Bible. I've asked my family, my village, my tribe, my gang. I've asked the question, why me? But here's the thing. They couldn't give me the answer. You know why it was me? Because I had to give myself the answer. And the answer was to free myself, to let go. I had to let go. And the king says, sometimes to be free, you got to be the villain. And that's correct, because what you have been doing, and I'm going to flip it, the king. Thank you so much for the comment. In order for you to be free, sometimes you have to be the villain, but you're not being the villain in the sense of what a true villain is. You're being the villain to yourself. That's what it is. You're the one that's robbing you of moments and love and all of these things that are happening. And I say that because I take full responsibility for what I've done. These walls that I have built up, and I know that there were catalysts to me building these walls up. I get it. But what I've learned in this process of me healing is that I put myself there according to what happened to me, right? And what I forgot was that I needed to go back and get myself out of this prison that I put myself in. I got so comfortable, right? Not being the villain to others, but being the villain to myself. I got so comfortable robbing myself, stealing from myself. I got so comfortable not loving myself. I got so comfortable hiding who I truly was. Yes, I was the villain. But how did I get there? Why was I there? Why would I be the villain to myself? Why? Because I could not acknowledge where I was, who I was, and why I was there. What happened? I'm going to talk about the 3 P's real quick before we get out of here. I gave my power away because I felt I wasn't worthy of it. When I mean I gave my power away, I locked myself away. My true self, I locked myself away. That's that power. That's those gifts that God gave you when you were put on this earth. When the universe opened up, those gifts were bestowed upon you. That's your power. And I gave it away because I felt I wasn't worthy of it. Power. I didn't believe that I should be in position because I didn't have my power. So I thought. And I didn't believe I had purpose. But that was my power. My purpose was to be me. It was to be me. And every aspect of who I was and who I am and who God made me to be and where I was going to go and what I was going to do in every aspect, it was for me to do that, to be that. I had to free myself. I was the villain in this movie. It's a movie about me, but I was the villain. I talked myself out of promotions. I talked myself out of love. I talked myself out of friendships. I talked myself out of traveling and learning and doing. I talked myself out of my brand. I talked myself out of business. I talked myself out of all of these things because I felt that I was protecting myself. But all I was doing was setting the lock again and again and again. I wasn't even giving myself 3 hots and a cot, right? At least in jail, they're going to give you a meal. They're going to make sure that you're good. I was starving myself of love and honesty and blessings because I felt that I had to protect myself. At one point in my life, I was the only protection. So I had to lock myself up. I had to put the walls up around me. I had to clank, clank, and lock down to make sure that I was good. That was my only way to survive. But years later, years and years later, I literally was dying in this cell. Literally. In this cell that I had built for myself, for my own protection. It was cold. It was lonely. I hurt. I ached. Until one day, I'm asking the question, why? Well, you know what? It's no good for me. Just go ahead on and take me, Lord. Take me. And that may sound a little funny, but that's exactly how it came out. Just gonna take me. All you got to do, look, I done been through all of this stuff here, this, and this, and now here this comes. I can't do it. I can't do it. So instead of clanking, I asked him, can you bring some cement in up in here? Bring some cement. So I can truly build a prison. Free yourself. Free yourself from yourself. And as I stated before, it may take some professional help. I'm not going to say may, it probably will. Because if you've been holding on to it like this, you got to find a way to free yourself from it. And yes, watching the pastors and the preachers going to church and doing that and doing all of that, yes, that is good. But you have to free yourself from yourself. None of that is going to work if you don't know why you're in jail, why you're in prison, why you've been clank for so long. If you don't know why, you can't free yourself. And none of those people are going to be able to help you do it because you have locked yourself away. Now you got to go back there and dig up and find that key. And like I said, remember how I had to get the bobby pin and the file and click, 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 click. And I thought I had opened it, but then it clicked, but then it still was locked. Then I had to do it again. And then when it snapped open, I thought I was free. I got to run it and it clanked back. Clank, clank. Free yourself. Free yourself. Hey, cousin. Hey, Juanita. Good morning. She said, grand rising, cousin. Free yourself. Free yourself. That part. Now, look, y'all, this morning I came on here and I just was talking about free yourself, right? But I really want to make sure that we understand that we have the power. We are in position and we have purpose, right? And 9 times out of 10, if you have done this 10 times over, there's a lesson that you're missing. There's something that's not being done or heard or seen or felt in this process. And you got to free yourself from it. You're just like a hamster on a wheel. You're just running and running and running and running and running. There is a way to get off the wheel, but you got to free yourself. And here's the kicker. What will happen is that you will get off the wheel, running and running and running and running and running. You'll get off of it. But because it's uncomfortable, your legs have never been this still before, you'll get back on the wheel. Because that's where your comfortability is. That's where you are comfortable. That's where you know it's those walls, it's the prison, it's the jail that you've built for yourself. And don't let nobody tell you that you don't have the power. You're not in position. You don't have purpose. You do. You just got to take that step, take that moment, and do what you need to do. Y'all with me this morning? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hey, TikTok, tap the middle of that screen. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Insta. I know it's not Twitter anymore. It's X, but I'm going to still call it Twitter. Insta, Podbean, all the way across the lands. Y'all show me some thumbs up. Y'all show me some hearts. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate you all so much. Take your cup this morning, and I want you to take one more sip out of free yourself. Free yourself. Right? Free yourself. In the words of Fantasia, go on to someone else. You know what I'm saying? And then stop taking on other people's problems and issues and locking yourself back up again. Don't do it. Free yourself, right? Let's take a little sip out of that. Come on, y'all. Ooh. Thank you. Look. If nobody has told you today, nobody told you yesterday, last week, last month, or last year, I want to tell you today that I love you right where you're at in this moment. You ain't got to ask for it. You ain't got to return it with a receipt. I love you right where you're at in this moment. I want you to take your arms, and if you can't do it physically, do it mentally, do it spiritually. And I want you to wrap them arms around you, right? Wrap them arms around you. And I want you to squeeze yourself real tight. And tell yourself, in this moment, you may have another moment. You will get other moments, but you won't have this moment. In this moment, I love you right where you're at. I love you right where you're at, flaws and all. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Y'all with me? The world needs more love, and I know that we can give it to it. Squeeze yourself real tight. Mm, 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 mm. Ooh, yeah. Squeeze yourself real tight. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Yes, come on, squeeze it up. Look, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love y'all. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's Titan in the morning. Now, y'all come see me. Now, if you have not been here for a while and you're just coming in, you're coming back, or you just seeing me for the first time, come on over to Titan in the Morning, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, all of that stuff, right? All of that stuff. You come on over and you see me. But I want you this morning to take a moment and free yourself. Free yourself, right? Ain't nothing wrong with you taking responsibility of where you're at, right? I'm not saying what happened to you. I'm saying where you're at in this moment. Free yourself from yourself. Peace and blessings. Until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be good. Y'all come through. Come through and come talk to me. Come through and come talk to me. Hi, I'm Titan Capri with Titan in the Morning. Titan in the Morning is a morning wake up to get your day started. We grab our cups, we put a topic in the cup, and we take a sip of what's in that cup. It's a whole lot of peace, love, real topics, and truths. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday and Thursdays. So grab your cup and remember it's a sip and not a slurp. Good morning.